Welcome back to my channel, guys. I got another video for you guys today. This one right here is the most stupidest video I've ever seen. The most funniest video I've ever seen. It's Andrew Wilson debating an atheist, right? And he claims to be a Christian. Loses the argument right off the back. The stupidest bait I've ever seen in my life, guys. I'm not trying to be mean here, but I feel bad for saying it, but this is stupid, man. But real quick, for those of you that are new to my channel, I want to let you guys know what my channel is about. This channel I originally created because I've noticed these alpha males, these high value men, and these red pill guys, right? I noticed they started coming into Christianity and taking scripture and also using other Christians to try to come on their podcasts and justify what they think is true, manipulating scripture for their benefit. And Christians are starting to come on their podcast, and I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. I've seen Andrew Wilson come on whatever podcast and ridiculous claims, man, twisting scripture around, make it seem like, oh, these red pill guys know what they're talking about. No, they don't. No, they don't. The title of this video says Andrew Wilson destroys an atheist. He destroyed himself from the beginning. Guys, you're pretty much watching an atheist debate an atheist. Watch. This is just the beginning. Hold on. It's about to be good. Right off the back, he loses the argument. Let's I'm going to show you guys.
Debates a couple of debaters on whether or not rights exist. Let's see how this goes down.
Don't exist.
That's correct.
Do you mind elaborating for me? Just
yeah. Well, can you taste a right, touch it, smell it?
No.
So these are just conceptual?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. So that.
I'm sorry. I can't. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Rights don't exist because you can't touch it, see it, or smell it. That is an atheist argument, guys. That's not a Christian argument. Oh my God. Hold on. I need a minute. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, couldn't hold myself. Atheists use this argument, use this to say that God doesn't exist, prove that his moral laws don't exist. It is not a Christian argument. We Christians don't believe that there's no such thing as rights. I have never seen before in my life a Christian borrow from an atheist worldview to try to win the argument. That is insane, bro. The debate's done, guys. It's done. It's over. He lost it. No matter what he says from this point on, it doesn't matter. It's done. You can't see it, taste it, smell it. It doesn't exist. God doesn't exist. His moral standards don't exist. Right? Which, oh my gosh. Okay, he believes in duties. We're going to get into this. Let's get into it.
And they don't exist?
Should we not act as if they do, though?
That's not the question, though.
That's fair.
We can move to that. I'm fine with that. But we need to establish they don't exist, right?
I'm tempted to agree with you up front. Yeah, they probably don't.
So anytime you say that a person has a right or human right or this type of right, what you're really saying is that there should be some type of force doctrine which is applied in maintaining that a person can and always will be allowed to do X.
Okay. So, sorry, I just want to understand your position better, so I want to pivot a little bit. Like, you're Christian, if I understand. So, aren't rights kind of fundamental to your belief, or do you? No. Okay.
Yes.
Duties are so to me a right is it's an
okay. This is the thing. He jumps from Christian circular worldview, which is like reasoning or something, right? He jumps to the circular worldview, and then he goes to the atheist worldview, and then he comes back to God. Let's continue.
entitlement absent a duty.
Okay.
That's what I would consider a right to be. So like you have a right to vote, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have to vote?
No.
Okay. You have a right to own a gun.
Right.
But do you have to own a gun?
Right.
You have a right to speech, but do you have to, right? So there's no duties with these entitlements, right?
Okay.
Since there's no duties with these entitlements, there's entitlements, period. But what you're really saying when you grant a right or when you say my rights, you're talking about force, because it's always going to reduce to force upholding a right, no matter what. So basically everything inside of a society, which is secular, right? It's just really, we're just always talking about force.
So you think that duties are objective in some sense, though? I guess I am genuinely a little
This dude's always confused. He was confused in the Rachel Wilson one. He's confused here. What's with this guy?
confused by where we're going with this.
Yeah, I'm just saying that a right is an entitlement absent a duty.
Okay.
It just means that we're not telling you have to do something. We're just giving something to you instead.
Well, of course, I don't blame the guy that he's confused. Of course he's going to be confused because you don't make no sense. Okay, if rights don't exist but duties exist, you just destroyed your argument because you can't see it, touch it, or smell it. This is why I just told you guys, no matter what he says from this point on, the debate is over. He's already lost it. He lost the high ground. It's done. It's a wrap. You can't see or touch or smell a duty either. You can't. That is given from God. You can't see that. You have no grounds anymore. You've abandoned God's moral standard. You have. That's pretty much what happened. And this is the reason why the people he debates get confused. What's even more crazy to me is that the atheist didn't even catch on to this. He's confused, like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That sounds like, is that our argument? He doesn't even know himself. If you abandon God, you trying to argue from a secular worldview or an atheist worldview, you have no grounds to say what is good and what is bad, right? It doesn't exist anymore. So you arguing against each other is pointless because no matter the way y'all try to reason together, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Explain to you what rights are and what duties. Yes, there's duties, but we also have rights. You cannot have a right without a duty. They go together, okay? You have a duty to carry out because people have that right to receive it. You have a right and you have a duty that's given from God. Like,
Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that because this is the case, right, what really it comes down to in a secular nation is force. What we're arguing about fundamentally is force. So I think secularists, right, when they're talking about rights, they want Christians to enforce their rights. They're actually asking us and requesting that we use force on their behalf.
So how, I guess, paint this picture for me in a Christian
thought about
nation. Like, I'm assuming you're proposing this to criticize secular nations.
Do women have the right to an abortion?
Maybe not in the objective sense, but I would say yes.
Yeah. Okay. So in this constructed sense of rights, a woman should be allowed to get an abortion, right?
Yes.
What if Christians try to stop her?
I mean, I think that's wrong.
Yeah, but they don't think she has that right.
Right.
That entitlement, right?
Right.
So it just reduces to force. So really what secularists are saying is like, we will use force against you and against your beliefs, right? Or if there's a draft, like let's say they draft Christians, right? Same thing. They want.
I can't continue to watch anymore. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that I've seen this video like this from a Christian, right? I mean, what has Christianity become, honestly? It's becoming more like, we're becoming more like the world. Our reasoning, our logic, our way of thinking is becoming just like the world and its traditions, and it's crazy, man. Let me know what you guys think. I can't be the only one that's seen that. I can't be. There's just no way. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I see you guys on the next one.